Page 3637. There came a wild shouting from the rails of the square rigger, where passengers and crew tossed hats in the air. Jack couldn't help being swept up in their joy and relief, and he told himself that the Lady Wilma might yet get back in the race. If Captain Swain didn't think of something praiseworthy would, within the hour, the side wheeler was in harness, like a sturdy ox pulling her burden across the equator. The great Southern Cross rose higher in the heavens. Jack's education proceeded without books. Praiseworthy borrowed Captain Swain's brass long glass, and at night the sky became their textbook. They examined strange constellations and star clouds. It was glittering landscape never seen overhead in Boston. Praiseworthy, said Jack. Why was my father anything like you, I mean? Nothing like me, Master Jack. They were silent for a moment. There were times when Jack felt a great emptiness, a loneliness, and that not even Aunt Arabella could dispel. Even if they should find no gold in California, he was glad to be traveling with Praiseworthy, to be sharing adventures and even misfortunes. Were you always a butler? He asked. Always. Jack brushed the hair out of his eyes. I mean, if you weren't a butler, you wouldn't have to call me Master Jack, as if we were at home. We're partners. You call me Jack. Plain Jack. Oh, I couldn't do that. I wouldn't be proper. No, indeed. But I'd like it just fine. We mustn't forget my position, Master Jack. But if we strike it rich, you won't have to be a butler anymore. Oh, I shouldn't like to be anything but a butler. Not for a moment. I was born to my calling, like my father before me and my father before him. It will please me to go on serving your Aunt Arabella. Look there, Master Jack. I believe that there is a constellation of the Whale. A fine sight, isn't it? The two gold ships linked together, like sausages, went lumbering through the sea. On the fifth day, a puff of wind began to tug at the square rigger's jibs. And then one after another, the topsails, the royals, and the mainsails swelled out like great white clouds. By grabs, she caught a wind, roared Captain Swain, leaning out of the pilot hole window. With a general shout, the square rigger threw off the tow lines, and the two ships parted. There was a final exchange of good wishes. Then the Lady Wilma kicked up her paddle wheels, relieved of her burden, and sprinted forward. She was back in the race.